Well, one question that I do get asked a lot is, which is more important? Technically good singing or very dramatic, engaging, you might say artistic singing? And the answer is, of course, both are important. But technically good singing is a very excellent place to start off. And if you take, for example, a song that isn't too difficult but requires being sung well, you should start off by training the voice to sing it in a way that is technically secure, in tune, very good control of the breath, no tensions where possible, avoid tension. And then, of course, the exciting thing is that when we get to a point where we have the notes at our disposal, then we can start telling the story. We can start being emotionally engaging, because there's nothing more boring than someone who is just technically singing. But don't overdo it. This is the important part. Don't lose your technique. Acting. Why not? I mean, it's acting. You're on stage, you're playing a character. It doesn't mean you are the character. Singing is not Stanislavski, it's not method. You have to retain your self. I'm going to be emotional, but never am I going to abandon my technique.
If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way, round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know.
Such a great song for singing a beautiful line. It reminds me of those Italian songs that we were talking about in the previous lesson.
Io segui come ride di pace le vie del cielo. If I loved you,
So we need to start off with this intention of connecting all the notes up. But because it's musical theatre, we don't have to be so full-voiced at all the time. We don't need to be giving every note as if it is projecting into a big auditorium over an orchestra with no microphone, because we have got these, we've got a little help here, right? So we can be more conversational. So we can choose our moments where we're going to engage the full body. And it's a fluid thing. You have to feel it. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say. And because it's if, because it's all conjecture, it's all hesitant, it's much more exciting that it's held, some of this is held back rather than given all away. It's not saying, I love you, let's run away together. He's saying, if I loved you, which I don't, by the way, this is how it might feel. But then we need to also be thinking of our technique. Now, practicing technique is something that you can do every day in a song. And then when you get to sing the song on stage in a situation where you're performing to people, yes, of course, you can enter into the moment and probably give a little more than you planned. Maybe take a little direction or two. Again, slightly unplanned. But you're going from a basis of having practiced it into your voice, so your body knows what to do, particularly when you might be a little bit nervous, which is when the breathing goes, right? Because you get nervous and nervous. This is why we practice every day. Training our muscles to remember what to do in situations of possible stress. So what I do is I train my muscles. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say, all I want you to know. So I know where it is in my body. Know where the feeling is. And then I introduce the words a little bit more, the feeling a little bit more, but from this place where I know how I'm singing. The tongue is free, the connection is here. The idea, and soft, there's a little space. It's not holding up, it's just tiny bit of a surprise, right? But through the middle comes the vowel. Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy, I let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me. He's giving away a bit more here. Off you would go in the mist of day, never to know how I love you. And she looks at him and the music stops and he goes, if I loved you, and he goes back to where he was. So no eye contact, right? Can you imagine? She looks at him, catches his eye, and he changes back from this climactic moment to the introverted person. So there's so much in that, but I always encourage people to practice technically without drama and emotion and feeling, because technically you need to know what you're doing. Be a little bit of a robot. It's important that you have that part of you that's the robot when you go on stage, because what else are you going to rely on? You can't rely on just feelings flying and the moment whipping you up into some great performance. No, you rely on your machine. And then you add little moments of magic as required. So I hope you all keep singing and drop in again for another session with me, William, the Bangkok voice coach. Have a great day. Bye.